Here I come to save the day. Y'all know what it is let's get to it. And that's a tour with a you, cause I always got you in mind, so keep that in mind. And I am King Sam, the people's champ, man. The enemy too close. Y'all see the title, The Enemy Too Close, man. The first time I was turned on to that, or my coattail was pulled to that, was way back. I think I may have been like 8 years old, 9 years old. My uncle, Tony, he was staying with us at the time, and I wound up getting in a fight with my friend, Sinclair Illy. At the time, he was my friend. But we used to always fight, then be playing the next day. So one day we get in a fight, and we getting a little bit bigger now. We ain't as small. But like I said, I may have been fourth grade, fifth grade, fourth grade, something like that. Young. I think I was under the age of 10. And I think I hit him on the head with a stick. And it was back to regular routine. And my uncle pulled me to the side, was like, "You can't be friends with him no more." I'm like, "What you talking about? That's That's Sinclair." And he was like, "No, you can't be friends with him no more. Friends don't fight like that." And I don't think he really wanted to go through the whole breakdown of it, but he was just telling me, you don't fight your friends like that. Don't be around somebody that'll fight you like that, because what if you in a compromise or you vulnerable and you around him, he too close. And I still didn't listen to him at the time. I think I still hung out. But now, as an older man, now having matured, I get what he's saying. Because a lot of times, you know, out of being civilized or not wanting to rock the boat, we got people around us that will see us hurt, will take from us, will steal from us, will stab us in the back. Most of the times, if you look through history, a lot of the downfalls and a lot of the pain that's been put on people that's right there, right up under them. And it's like, you don't look at them like they're your enemy. You think they're your friends, you think they're your family, but the whole time, that person has a hidden agenda, and it's like, you can't see it. And after they take advantage of you, they looking at you like you dumb. Like you the stupid one. You should have seen it coming. Yeah, you was slacking. It makes me think like, you can't have the enemy in your house. And it's like, you got to trust your intuition. You got to trust those red flags that you see. Somebody might be like, "Man, that ain't really your friend." "No, that's my dog." Sometimes you got to hear that, because they may have had a conversation with this person was disparaging you the whole time he was there. He not doing it in your face, but when he around others, he's telling them what he want to do to you and calling you a name. And it's like, you don't see it. Why? Because he got on his party face around you. He got a mask on. It's masquerade time. He's selling you something that's not really there. He's manipulating, or she's manipulating you. And this can happen right with your own family. Because a lot of times, if you know your enemy, you don't even let them get close enough to you. A lot of times when there's two enemies that are established, they keep their distance from each other. And when we do see each other, it's whoa. It's on. It's on sight. So it's like, a lot of times people, they talk real greasy, real tough, and they talk real, but everybody want to live life. Everybody want to get something. Everybody want to get ahead. Everybody want to win. Don't nobody want to lose. And if they think they will lose, a lot of times they'll tiptoe around the situation. So when you and your enemy is known to each other, y'all kind of respect each other's person and keep y'all distance until it's time to go to war. But if you got somebody, they call it snakes in the garden. If you got somebody right in your midst, right in your house, right in your face, they call it playing in my face. You playing in my face. You can't stop that because you don't even know that you're engaged in battle. You don't even know. And that person right there is doing everything they can, because a lot of times people do this when they can't challenge you up front. They may not be strong enough. They may be scared. They might not even got the resources. Whatever it is, they don't want a fair fight. They want to sneak up on you and stab you in your back. Just like Julius Caesar was stabbed in his back by Mark Antony and Brutus. To the point where he turned around in shock and surprise, like, y'all too? E2, Brute? And that's what happens a lot of times. You with your friends. You driving with your friends. And they stabbing you in your back. Trying to take your possessions in your life or the things that you value. Right there. And you don't even know it because you right there with him. You would have gave him everything he robbed you for. You would have gave it to him. Like, I've been in situations where I've been robbed by people close to me, or stolen from by people that I love. And I'm like, oh man, why you do that? Hey bro, I would have gave you that. I would have gave you that. I've been reported, or what they call it in our community, ratted on, told on by people I would have went to jail for. I would have did that time for you. I would have went to jail. You ain't even have to go through the situation of you telling and becoming a snitch. If you would have gave me a heads up, bro, I would have did that time for you. That's how much I love you. But just because you love somebody, just because you deem somebody a friend, doesn't mean they see you that way. And I was just thinking about it, like, you got to be aware. You got to be, like, cautious. Some people call it being paranoid, but you got to, because soon as you see your opposition, soon as you can make out who's for you and who's not, you need to draw boundaries. You need to draw the line in the sand and don't allow them to cross over. You know, I'd rather it be open hostility than be a fake friend with you, acting like we get it. Honestly, I'd rather hit you on your, bop you on your head. I'd rather bop you on your head and get it out the way. That way, when you see me, you know it's a fight. I'd rather catch you early, bop you on your head, argue, whatever it is, fall out with you. Get that out the way so when you see me, ain't no smiles and no handshakes that's going to get you close to me. When you see me, we both know is up, is on, let's go to war. Because I have a better chance of defending myself in open warfare than you sneak attacking me with a covert mission. You know, that's what people do. They'll be one of your allies the whole time. They throwing salt on your name. They talking about you behind your back. They telling people where you got your... Because a lot of war is tied to your resources. You know, you really can't go to war with somebody if you ain't on their level. You're going to get defeated easy. So a lot of time, your resources is what's coveted. And if a person don't know you, ain't been around you, they don't know the layout, they don't know nothing. They don't know where you got your money. They don't know how you make your money. They don't know your defense. They don't know how big your gun. They don't know nothing. So they guessing. And when they guessing, they just gon', man, being I don't know what's going on, they just gonna stay away from you. But if your enemy right there, he get to see where you keep all your money at. He telling people, you wondering why you getting robbed. Why somebody know where to stash? How they know where to stash at? Stuff only intimate friends and family members and lovers know where that stuff is at. How they know? How they hit this? Man, them people ain't got no crystal ball. It's somebody in your own corner. They don't. So it's like your enemy too close. You ain't gotta act like you cool with somebody. Maintain your distance, man. And a lot of people, no, we can't get along. No. I don't want to get along with somebody who want to see my demise. Somebody who don't mind seeing me hurt. Somebody who don't mind seeing my family go hungry. I don't want to get along with you. I don't even want to be in the same room. I really don't even want to transact and do business with you because I don't want to see no extras go on your plate coming out of my pocket. So I don't even want no business with you. I'd rather do business with somebody else than do business with my enemy, man. And let's keep it like that. You know? So I'm about to wrap it up. I just wanted to put that out there. I got something coming up, man. It's still Black History Month. And I wanted to take it back, man. I remember when I was younger, we used to go to school and you have to do a report. And I used to enjoy them. I used to enjoy doing reports and reading about and finding out about these figures that had a big impact on my life in the community and the United States of America in general. These major figures, man, I used to always pick certain ones because I was fascinated by them. But I'm gonna bring that back. They trying to take a lot of our traditions and the things we grew up on. They calling it, putting certain titles on it and saying, let's leave that. But nah, not me. I'm going to take it back to what I grew up on, man. It was passed to me for a reason, so I'm going to pass it along. I'm going to keep the tradition going. So probably on my next one, probably next Saturday, I'll say. If not Saturday, Sunday. If not Sunday. Within the next 6 or 7 days, I'm going to drop me like a biography of one of our past heroes for Black History Month. And with that, I'm about to be out of here, y'all. I ain't want to go long or strong. Just wanted to give you something to hold on. I'm out of here, man. I'm King Sam, the people's champ, and this Let's Get To It. And that's a tour with you because I always got you in mind. So keep that in mind and keep your enemies out your face. Stop trying to be friends with your enemies. If you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm out of here. Here I come to say today.